Hello, my name is Michael Smith, and I have the privilege of being your instructor for Western civilization over the coming weeks. And I'm very much looking forward to our time together. We have some great history to study, and history is my passion. I've been involved in teaching history now for more than 30 years, and I've traveled widely in many of the countries we'll be talking. I mean, the areas we'll be talking about that later became the countries as we know them today. So I have kind of a firsthand perspective on culture, civilization. In addition to research and teaching, I was a pastor for 30 years. And so ancient history was my forte. And so I know a great deal about where most of these places are. I've been in the Middle East over 11 times. So I'm looking forward to sharing not only just the textbook with you and the things that we learned there, but also the benefits of my years of research. And I hope that will be a help and encouragement to you. Having said that, I'm a very open teacher. I very much value communication, and I encourage you to communicate with me. You have my phone number, you have my email. I do take text. Just be sure that you identify yourself and the school and everything so I'll know who you are when you text me. I can always ask, but that kind of slows the process down. I'm very much available, very much interested in working with you and making this course successful. And I'm telling you that communication will add so much to that. So let me encourage you to communicate with me often. And hopefully I will have some Zoom live chat meetings, office hour meetings, kind of things. So you can pop in. We'll probably have a meet and greet next week sometime or this week sometime where you can just pop in and say hello. It's always good to put a name and a face together. And I really do want to get to know who you are so that I can be of help to you. That also comes into play later if you need letters of recommendation or something for a job or to go to grad school or whatever. It's always helpful to know my students. And so I'm looking forward to doing that. I happen to live in North Carolina on the beach. I spent 60 years in South Carolina, just south of Montreat, around the Greenville, South Carolina area. Took care of my mother for 13 years with Alzheimer's. And when she passed, I went to Colorado to kind of regain my health, stayed there for 2 years and got snowed out and went to Texas. I taught a year at Mary Hardin Baylor in Texas and then came back to the coast of North Carolina. So I live at the beach. I'm 10 minutes from Sunset Beach and it's a rough life, but somebody has to do it. So I volunteered since I don't plan on retiring anytime soon. I hope you'll spend a little time looking at my biography, which I've included where you will be putting your notes on your biography and just get to know me a little better. I've been in school a long time. Most of my life, I've been a student. I'm working on my 10th and final degree, which is a PhD in history. And hopefully when that's done, I'm going to retire as a student. But I love learning. Some people play golf. I go to school. I don't think one's probably any more expensive than the other. But I do enjoy learning new things and learning new peoples and languages and things of that nature. I have a master's in English and in writing, in nonfiction writing. So I'm looking forward to helping you during this semester, maybe to improve your writing skills so that when you leave us, you're in a little better shape as a writer than when you came. I have a master's in history. I have teaching cognitive religious studies and church history and theology. So I have a lot of backgrounds that hopefully will come to bear in the course, but I'm looking forward to getting to know you. So say hello when you get a chance, and I'll be more than happy anytime you need to have a private meeting. We can set up a Zoom conference and deal with anything. We can deal with about anything as long as we communicate. And I don't wait till the last minute to do that, please. Let's do this early. Keep short accounts, and I think it will be to your benefit. So that's enough for today, but I'm looking forward to our interaction as we go through the week, as you find your way around the course. If you have questions or issues, please don't fail to contact me, and let's get those done early so that you're comfortable. And as you begin your studies, if there are questions that will be helpful, I'm going to send you over a document on how to read history. I think it's helpful for us to realize sometimes we're inundated in a history class with so much reading, but there's a particular way that you as a student can read and gain knowledge and not be so overpowering. I remember when I went into my master's degree at Clemson in history, our reading in one class was 500 pages a week. Well, that's pretty much overwhelming for most people, and it was for me as well. But I learned that there's a certain way that you read and collect knowledge and build on what you already know. Sometimes you have to take out the things that you know out of your brain and kind of lay them out, look at them, and evaluate where you got them from, because we tend to get information from all kinds of sources to figure out if they are valid historically, or if it was your grandmother's wives' tales and stories. And my grandmother had a great number of those kind of stories. Some things you have to chuck, and other things you can hold on to. But once you kind of get that inventory done, then you start building historical knowledge that's going to follow you through your life. And we have a certain way as historians that we approach history, using primary and secondary sources, and developing our opinions in history, and realizing our biases and things of that nature. So I hope to spend a little time in this course talking about that, how we evaluate history and how we understand what is real and what is not. In fact, this morning I was looking at a document that they've had for years on Galileo that they thought was a valid document, and they treasured it, only to discover that it was a forgery. So we've always got to deal with the reality of historical documents and how valid they are to our research. Okay, so we will talk later in the week, and let me know, please, if you have any problems. I look forward again, as I said, to talking to you, meeting with you, and let's enjoy this time together. Let's let it be a refreshing time from the Lord. You will get a little devotional from me, maybe on Wednesday of each week, just something, I call it a little honey for the journey, to just kind of perk you up, and I'm always here to help. Thank you so much, and we'll talk soon.